We
That's
have
what
a new
it's about.
upgrade, guys. We have our own
Yeah.
mics. So we tried doing this with our friend and we had this fancy podcast mics with us, but we did not like the setup. It was too
Sophisticated.
professional.
Yeah, we like this
We like this
casual,
chill vibe.
where we can,
And then we were just sitting and it's like we're talking to you.
Yeah, and our body language was also very different. We were like all like very
Sitting with mic. It was very awkward.
This is much more like thought provoking. I think the moment you relax yourself, I think your brain also starts like just want to talk.
See, the camera is on and I forgot all my life problems.
Yeah. So hi guys, this is Madhura and this is Isha. Welcome to We Got This. This is our 4th episode. This will be our 4th episode. Small wins. So we're very excited. I know it's like a small thing right now, but yeah.
Someday.
Yeah, I mean, it's the start. When I was riding here to shoot, I think I was thinking, something is definitely better than nothing. Today, we're going to talk about millennial life phases. So, how we're end of our 20s right now. So, there are like core memories that we have starting from our childhood that we cherish and would love to talk about. And as you know, we've only met like a couple of years ago. We don't have a lot of idea as to what has happened in our life till then. And I gave a prompt to ChatGPT and it has given me a killer
I have no idea
intro.
about it.
There was a time we thought 10 LPA package, a corner office and a LinkedIn post with 47 likes meant we'd made it. But before that, we were crying in our hostels, posting Facebook testimonials for our crushes and pretending we're watching a movie. It was a personality. And now we're doing therapy, cold plunges, and calling it healing.
Are you doing cold plunges?
I'm not. We're going to talk about 5 phases which we've narrowed down to, which was very difficult actually. First phase is the Facebook phase. We're going chronologically, by the way. /Orkut. I was never on Orkut. Were you?
I was.
Really?
Yeah.
How
are you not on
Orkut? I guess.
I'm only 1 year
I know.
elder to you.
But I was never on Orkut, thankfully. What year did you join Facebook first?
Yeah, I don't remember.
No?
No.
I exactly remember. I mean, what age I was. I was 14 when I first opened Facebook.
No, I had
Sorry,
Facebook
I was 16. I mean 16.
I had Facebook when I was in 8 or 7.
And when did you have Orkut then?
I'm very shady.
Oh my god, Isha. I'm getting to know a lot about you.
No.
But what was your first profile picture on?
I don't remember. How do you remember all this?
Oh my god, I had this embarrassing era where I used to change my profile picture every hour. I used to like change it from Taylor Swift's face to...
I had Taylor Swift's face once.
Yeah, and I used to change it like to 100 people, like Selena Gomez, some random models. It was so random. I have no idea why I did that, but yeah.
But no, I'm not.
You can judge me too,
It's
because
fine.
it is embarrassing. But it was that Facebook phase. Who was someone you only talked on or chat, but never in real life? I remember somebody from school who I saw every day, but never talked.
Ah.
But on Facebook, we used to talk. I have these chats with Sanchit on Facebook from 10th standard.
That is so cute.
And we have them. I have the screenshots of those, and they're so cringy. We cannot look at those chats.
And Sanchit is her current boyfriend right now.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
I know. They're not
God.
cute, dude. We feel
That's
like...
so cute. You have been talking to only one guy since...
That's not true. We were like, it's so cringy. We're talking about what we want to do in life, where we want to like, what our careers are going to be. I want to be this and I want to be that. And he's like, okay, I respect that and shit. It's so cringy. But
so
yeah.
cute. It's cringy, but it's so cute.
Yeah, I know. And we still laugh at those chats. And I'm like, what? Okay. That's what I'm asking you. Do you have those kind of chats with anybody?
It was a very friendly conversation.
Okay, what is the weirdest thing somebody messaged you on Facebook?
How do you remember?
Oh my god! It's one of the most cherished phase of our lives, Isha. We were like
I
kids.
really
We were
don't
just
remember
entering
anything.
into adulthood. I remember every single bit of that time. I mean,
I don't remember my Facebook chats. Maybe because I was...
Orkut chats, do you remember?
Orkut, I wouldn't chat a lot. But then I remember I had this crush. And then I would go on Facebook and I would see him online.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah, checking people yeah.
if they are online.
Last
and
seen.
Checking if he's texting me first. Checking if he's texting me at all.
Do you remember we used to log in from browsers? At least I did. Because my mom's phone did not have a Facebook app. So I used to log in on a browser.
We used to log in from, I think, our home computers only.
Yeah. Did you ever put up a status saying broke up with?
Never. I have never changed my status to committed
Yeah.
relationship.
Were you in a relationship in
No,
that time
no.
and never did, or
No,
like?
I was not even dating anyone, but then I would cringe at people who would change their status
And
from.
then some people used to do like engaged when they were not really
Oh
engaged.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
do you remember
shit.
that? People didn't know
Yeah,
what engaged me meant at that time, you know?
I think they just went, I'm just with someone, engaging with someone.
But then it's so random, dude. Like you were engaged, and there used to be a ring sign also, and people used to like post it. We also used to like, I don't know about you, but in my friends group we used to, hey, they're engaged. Like they're together. That's what that meant. I think in the later era, did you ever like one of your exes maybe? Did you like check who is he commenting? Or whose pictures he's liking, or stuff like that. Isha,
don't have a lot
give
of
me some
exes
good
also.
content, Isha. Something entertaining.
You're trying to open
Really,
me up.
yeah.
You're like, give
Like,
me
no,
some tea.
I haven't.
But I really haven't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have a lot of boyfriends.
Isha, I
So-
think you're the only one who had boyfriends in the Facebook era.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
But we never used to talk on Facebook because he was my friend. So we used to talk in college.
Right.
So-
You did not have a Facebook boyfriend.
Yeah, no, I never had a Facebook boyfriend. But Facebook boyfriend, I
neither.
think, was a thing back
Yeah,
then.
it was.
Like, even if you were not physically meeting that person,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, I'm talking to this guy, so he's like, my
He's
Facebook
some random guy who's
boyfriend.
probably like tricking you or scamming you.
He might be talking to like 10 other girls.
Yeah, this was a thing, and then the other thing was people only used to talk on Facebook, even if they met in real life. They never interacted at all, but they used to be like really good friends on Facebook. That was also one of
Yeah.
things that I have experienced really.
I had a Facebook friend who later I met and who became my really good friend. But it was never like a thing of.
That you guys met on Facebook, and now it's a norm that people meet online, not on Facebook, but meet online and are like. they're-
Now it's Instagram.
Did you ever untag yourself as someone
Yes.
else's?
Pictures,
It wasn't cute
posts,
enough. Yeah,
It was
post.
not cute enough.
Yeah.
Obviously, I would go and untag.
Oh,
And recently I did this thing, so I opened Facebook after a really long time and I had these old cringe pictures. So I removed all of them.
My
Now I don't have anything on my Facebook.
God.
There was also a lot of stupid statuses that I used to post.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yeah, status update on Facebook.
Yeah. Ugh,
What
why?
what status did you update?
So not like I wouldn't update my current status like we usually do on Instagram now.
That's not her.
But I used to share a lot of posts. I kept a few posts. I kept one post I shared of Coldplay. So I used to share these BuzzFeed,
Oh, those kind of
posts.
I used to post status updates like I watched this movie with this and this.
Oh, yeah.
So and so.
Huh.
I'm listening to
We
this
did that.
song with so and so.
I removed everything.
It was so random. I still have the first profile picture that I uploaded of myself because I used to upload random pictures of random celebrities apparently. And now that I look back at it, oh my god, I look like a.
It's okay. Like at that
But, yeah.
time, I think we looked.
Yeah, but I got like good
diva.
comments. I was very happy. Like it was very cute. Yeah, do you remember this poking thing? I mean, we used to randomly poke somebody, and I used to receive pokes from random guys. Okay, and I used to think, what is happening? Because I never at that time I hadn't gotten a hold on the idea that random people could poke you, and what poke means. What does it mean? What does
have
what does
no
it mean
idea.
when somebody poked you?
It was just that someone is probably giving you a little attention.
Or asking for
Or
it.
asking for
Yeah.
it.
A lot of
I have
people used to
poked
poke
people.
me. You have?
That sounds really bad, but
Okay, let's go to the next phase of our lives. I think we're just getting started. This was a warm-up thing, Isha.
okay.
Get ready to
Open up
disclose more of your life now. Don't be afraid.
And my life is I was a good kid, dude.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I
That's
haven't done any shady things.
This is the second phase, relocation or studying in another city phase, which was like a huge phase for me. I fought with my family so bad to move to another city, and I just wanted to be independent so early on in life. I think the last couple of years that I stayed with my family before moving to another city for education were like, I used to be so rebellious, like all the time. I can't do this. You guys don't let me go out late. This and that. I'll go out, then you'll see. And I used to talk like that to my family.
I couldn't wait to move out and go to like Pune or Mumbai.
Yeah.
Because, biggest reason was because most of my friends were moving to Pune and Mumbai after
Exactly,
school.
yeah.
But then I ended up going to Vellore.
Oh yeah. I
It's
remember
worse
that.
than Nasik. Nasik is so much better.
So
Vellore is like
Vellore
Gao
was the first city you moved to from Nasik?
from Nasik. Like I literally
Oh,
downgraded.
oh
I
yeah.
was supposed to upgrade.
Dude, I moved to Mumbai and it was the best thing that has happened to me. I'm in a different phase of my life, but I needed that. I needed Mumbai to, just change the way I do things, and it did. It did. It was great.
Were you staying in a hostel or like a PG or a
A
apartment?
hostel, a full-fledged girls'
Okay.
hostel. We did like every typical girls' hostel
Hostel
thing.
thing. That was
Yeah,
fun, no?
yeah. And we had a group, then there were fights. So, what did you fantasize about moving out before moving out? What did you think would happen? Like, what were the things you wanted to do once you move out?
Dude, I wanted to experience city life because Nasik is not, I mean, it
Yeah,
was not a city.
yeah.
The things that we used to hear about, right? Like nightlife.
Hmm.
We didn't have that here at all. We couldn't even go out and do anything after 6 p.m. or 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, because we have nothing here. So, the biggest thing was I wanted to get out of here and move to like a big city and live
Hmm.
like a big city life. But then I downgraded and I moved to a worse place. And then
Lol.
I stayed there for 4 years in a hostel which had insane amount of restrictions.
Oh
I
my
cannot tell you,
god.
like, my parents are not strict at all. They are
Huh.
very free. Even if I had to go out at that time, also, I would go out. And it was not a thing ki you are hanging out with guys, yeah, you're going out with guys. They're
Huh.
very chill. But I
Hmm.
had girlfriends whose parents had a problem with
Hmm.
going out with guys and like having
Hmm.
guy friends and hanging out with them. So I never had any of the freedom issue at home. I just wanted to enjoy the city life. But then I went
Oh.
to the stupid bloody Vellore.
The most important thing for me was to be independent in financially. When we were living here, I don't know about you, but it was a thing that I used to get pocket money. Like how
Yeah.
else would I?
Yeah,
But then
obviously.
I mean, my parents were like very strict in that way. Like where am I spending my money? They never like said ki spend less money or something. They needed to know always where I'm spending my money.
We have tea.
Yeah, Isha was adamant that we have tea.
We should.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
should do this more often.
What I was saying was my parents like kept a track of where I spent my money a lot, so I couldn't spend it on random things, right? Not that I
Haha.
wanted to spend it on
Yeah.
like something that I shouldn't spend my money on, but so I practically wanted to move out. And the other thing was I wanted to live separately, basically my own place and stuff. But I got into a hostel, made the best time of my life.
I think lucky people who moved into like apartments immediately. I don't think anyone did, no? Started living independently immediately at the age of 16 and
17, 18.
17. Now people are doing that, but I don't
Yeah.
think our generation was doing that. Like we either moved into a hostel or a PG.
Yeah, correct. Where our parents could know when we're coming back home. Do you have this crucial moment in your life where you felt like you're independent? Or it could be a random grocery moment, or any kind of moment where you realize that I'm a grown up now.
If you're talking like independent in a way that you are completely financially independent and you're just living on your own, then that happened very late in my life.
Okay.
Because I did a lot of education, guys. I
No,
don't know why I wanted to educate myself so much.
what I mean was when we stay home, everything is taken care of basically. You have a washing machine.
Yeah, like in a living sense, the
Hmm.
moment I moved out of my house, I was living on my own technically. But then I remember when I was doing my MBA and living in Pune, that was the time I felt really independent because I was also cooking for myself. I was buying groceries, I was attending college, studying, and I was also not living in a hostel. So, me and my friend used to live in a 2 BHK apartment. That was like the best
The
feeling.
big girl moment.
Yeah, the big girl living in a big city.
I think for me, I think it came on really early on when I moved to Mumbai because
I can
I
imagine
know
like
a lot of
Mumbai, sunke, I'm like, you are
on
big now.
on my first week when I moved, I came back to Nasik because I
Really?
got sick because everything was so not only overwhelming but unclean where I was living. It was like
Okay.
very expensive. Okay, where I was living for my first hostel, it was not the same hostel. Okay, for the first 2 months, I lived in a separate hostel, which was private hostel and it was very expensive. Still, it was so unclean, and people were just living there like that, and I was not used to it. And nor did I realize that that's what's causing me to get sick. So I got sick. I came back. in a week I came back for the first time when I traveled in a local. It was
Big girl
it was
moment.
classic moment. That was the big girl moment for me. A random woman came and yelled at me. The very first day that I sat in a
Why?
local, she was saying, "Don't lean on me." I'm like, "This." So
No,
and I got
no
really
space.
scared. I was like, I'm not leaning on you, dude. I don't want to touch you, but okay, I'm so sorry. And then my entire day was ruined. I got like really upset. Like somebody yelled at me. Oh my god. But now I have like legit fights in local
Local?
trains and like don't fucking get close to me.
Okay, I've only been once in Mumbai local. Mumbai Thane.
Isha, oh my god. Oh.
That too, I'm so okay, guys. I have little train phobia. I'm very scared of trains.
Wow.
It's a thing, and then I
It's not
never
a
got
thing.
a. It is a thing. People are
Are
scared
you
of.
are you scared of express trains also, or
I'm
only
just
local?
scared of trains in general because I
Okay.
saw
Then okay.
like minor train accidents when I was a kid. So I never lived in Mumbai. So I never had a chance to live in Mumbai.
Yeah, I never had a chance to be scared of trains. I just had to adapt, and I just had to like because there was no other option
Option,
from
yeah.
getting to my college from my hostel. It was the most economical way and time saving. When you moved to Vellore, were you like an anxious person,
Ooh,
or like what
super.
happened? Because I totally was.
I was shy
Huh,
AF.
huh. So many people, and
Okay, the first thing what happened was coming from a small town. I think it's a very small town thing when you move out to new city and when there are people all over the country, not just country outside the country. And I was always like this shy introverted kid, so I wouldn't go and talk to people.
yeah.
I feel there was also a little language barrier.
Huh, huh,
So
huh.
I don't think we were that confident and fluent in English when we were in school. But when I moved to Vellore, I could see like these people from big schools and from big cities, and they had this fluent English coming
Yeah.
out of their mouth,
Oh, this is a
and I was so
phenomenon, dude.
scared. I didn't know how to talk to them.
Exactly. Oh my god.
I didn't know how to respond. So I
I
used to be
have.
very scared. I think that was like my first
That's
scary moment when I
the
stepped in
root.
the hostel.
That's the root of our anxiety today. Like as we know it, we had no idea that we're getting anxious, and and because we are getting anxious, we're making so many mistakes.
I used to look at these people and then wonder like how is their English so fluent
Yeah.
and like they're coming from big cities.
Yeah, I had never spoken in English with any of my friends till I got to Mumbai. Like none of my, not
Exactly.
even my parents, not my friends. One-on-one conversations in English was not a thing.
Not a thing, yeah.
So once we got to that city, like once I got to Mumbai, I started talking in English and I realized that how people have always been doing it in other cities. That was not a thing, and a lot of people can relate. I'm 100% sure. Even I was very socially awkward to begin with, but thankfully in my hostel I found people who I can be crazy with, and we never talked in English. To be honest, like English was a very college thing. We talked in English in college, but in hostel it was
Dude, I
just
had no option.
yeah.
Like in my college, because it was Vellore, is in Tamil Nadu, so Marathi, so there is no chance of Marathi. I couldn't find a lot of Marathi speaking people or people coming from Maharashtra, like initially at least. So none of my roommates, none of the people in my classes were like Marathi speaking. So I had to speak in Hindi. And if you guys know, Maharashtrians ki Hindi is so funny.
Terrible.
My
Iconic.
friends used to make fun of me. I make fun of my mom and dad when they speak in Hindi.
And on top of that, we used to have these moot court competitions, okay, in which they gave you a dummy case, and it's a dummy court. Basically, there'll be judges, and then
Oh, so interesting.
everybody will be watching. Obviously, the primary language you have to speak in that is English only, and it happened in my first year only. So there's a freshers moot court competition. Everybody needs to participate in that. I was very underconfident, like, and people around me. And I was in one of the best colleges for law in India, and there were like people from all over India coming in who were like great in their fields. They'd already done internships before coming to law college. They had done internships. They had their resumes ready.
What was your college name?
Government Law College,
Okay.
GLC. So it was like a very cream crowd that we had, and obviously there were like self-esteem issues and anxiety related to all of these things. Like, but because of great friends and the city that I was in, there was every type of person there in the college. So I never had to worry about it, and I realized it later on. Oh, do you remember the first drink you had and you got drunk?
I remember the first drink I had. Drunk was a different story.
When was that?
Drink though I had it in Nasik only, I think.
After moving out, like
After moving out, yeah, I remember. In Vellore itself, there was it was a very shady place, but it was a pub. Not
okay.
even a pub, like Vellore will not have a pub. And all of us had gone, and it was like our first group friends outing. I didn't know a lot of people anyway. It was just that they are my like roommates hai, and then friends hai.
So you didn't like embarrass yourself in front of a lot of people?
I have not embarrassed myself a lot.
I have a very bad memory of, because I had never had a proper drink in my life. My parents don't allow drinking and all. I think the first time I went, we had vodka shots. I had no idea what vodka is, what shots meant. I just had like a couple of them and then I was done for. And it was an after party for a mood court competition, international mood court competition. Okay, so a lot of international participants had come. I embarrassed myself a lot, but I don't think anybody cared because everybody was drunk. But I ended up thinking a lot about it, that I, oh my god, my life is over, and oh my god, I did that. Nobody cared, but I ended up thinking a lot about it in the future. People told me that I was telling those foreigners, non-Hindi people, all the meaning of the songs that were playing in Hindi.
When I think of it, I was always the person who had to take care of other people. So, like
you're
that
the mom of the group. That's what they're called.
But I am that person who is like who will take care of drunk people. There are people puking, and the first time when we went out, our hostel was super strict, and my really good friend, she puked. She had like 9 shots of vodka. She puked there only, and I had to get her inside, which was the toughest part.
Why did you have to do it?
Because she's my friend. We both would have gotten kicked out of the hostel. Why would I not do it? Why would I get drunk if my friend is puking?
But you could easily have been drunk.
But then I didn't want to drink also so much. Like it was like
so
okay.
That's how you end up.
So I don't like drink in limit is my point.
Like
but tabhi bhi I used to drink in limit. I was a good kid.
Did you end up having like a boyfriend as soon as you moved to another city?
No, I already had a boyfriend when I moved to another city.
Yeah, I know. Oh, this is nice. What's one thing you miss about that phase that didn't seem like a special thing back then, but now you like,
oh, responsibilities, dude. The only thing that we had to do back then was study and pass in our exams. That's it. And we used to cry about that, but now when I think of it, that's the only thing we had to do. Like just study and give exams and just pass. It was not even ki you have to go insane because we were already in a good college. The best part was the first 3 years because we didn't have like the placement wala pressure ki aage kya karna hai wala pressure. That came a lot later, I think, at least for me. There were people who started preparing since first year, but at least like first 3 years were so amazing. It was just having fun and meeting new people and doing random things, going on trips.
Yeah, and doing bare minimum things like completing an assignment, just doing your lectures, and you were going to pass anyway. I know a lot of people struggle with clearing their exams, but it was never like a big deal for me. Even if I studied like thoda sa, I used to like pass.
I just miss even studying and sitting with friends and chilling and not having the pressure and thought of oh shit abhi aage kya karna hai, I have to make money and I have to get married. Life. It was good not to be an adult.
But I think on a lighter note, I think I miss a lot is drinking without giving it a second thought. Like today, if I have to drink, I have to plan basically when can I drink.
And then you also can't drink a lot now because you are into fitness. And
exactly.
You have to eat clean.
I could drink so much back then and not show it on my body, not feel bloated. What was bloating back then, dude? And it was just hangover. Everything was perfect. I remember one of my early 20s birthday. I went to this really great club in Mumbai and I was dead drunk and the next day I was in office. 11 a.m. and 4 a.m. I came back home. I was like literally unconscious and the next day 10 a.m. I was in office. How did I do that?
I don't know how. That energy was insane.
Take me back. I think let's wrap up our second phase of life. You can already see this is getting really intense. But we couldn't talk about the rest of the phases that we were going to talk about because the video is running too long. So we're going to do a part 2 where we'll talk about the COVID phase, our career phase and the wellness phase that we're in right now. So stay tuned for the next...
COVID phase is going to be interesting.
Yes. A lot of things to talk about in the COVID phase because as we all know for millennials, we were in the mid-20s and which basically like took a lot of years from our life. Yeah. See you guys.
See you guys in the next video.